Young Thug has just been arrested again, and the shocking twist is that it was Lil Baby who snitched on him, a betrayal that has sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community because despite their brotherhood and years of standing side by side in Atlanta's rap scene, it turns out that loyalty collapsed when Lil Baby learned from a leaked jail call that Thug had once told on him. And even though Thug later apologized through a song, Baby still sought payback by snitching back, creating one of the most explosive betrayals in recent rap history. From the very start, this story has all the elements of a hip-hop tragedy. Friendship, loyalty, betrayal, revenge, and the cold reality of the streets that show no mercy no matter how high you climb. The news of Young Thug's rearrest hit hard, especially for fans who believed he was already fighting the battle of his life in the YSL RICO case. But what makes this moment stand out is not just the arrest itself, it's who was behind it. Lil Baby, the very artist Thug once embraced like family, has now turned the tables. For years, fans saw them as Atlanta brothers, the embodiment of camaraderie in the rap game. They made music together, performed together, and often shouted each other out as proof of loyalty. But if this scandal proves anything, it's that loyalty in the rap world is paper thin, and betrayal always lurks close by. Please do not forget to like this video, share and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this. Thank you. Now, let's get back into the video. The origins of this explosive fallout trace back to a leaked jail call involving Young Thug. In this call, Thug was allegedly heard implicating Lil Baby in a conversation meant for the outside. Whether it was intentional or a slip of the tongue, the damage was done. Once the audio surfaced, rumors spread like wildfire. Fans couldn't believe Thug would put Baby in that kind of position, especially given the risks they both face from law enforcement circling around Atlanta rappers with RICO indictments and federal surveillance. It wasn't long before whispers turned into accusations. Thug had told on Baby, and although Thug later tried to clean up the mess, most notably through a heartfelt track that seemed like an apology, filled with regret, brotherhood references, and pleas for forgiveness, the scars had already been carved deep into Lil Baby's trust. For Lil Baby, the streets have always been more than music. He built his identity on being real, on being loyal, on never folding under pressure. To find out that someone he considered a brother, someone who helped elevate his career, would betray him in such a way was beyond painful. It was humiliating. And in the world they live in, humiliation demands payback. So when the opportunity came, when the feds leaned in and pressure mounted, Lil Baby flipped the script. He gave up Young Thug. For him, it wasn't just about survival, it was about revenge. Baby's mentality was simple. You told on me, I'll tell on you. The betrayal has created a seismic wave across hip-hop. Fans are stunned. Social media is ablaze with debates, memes, think pieces, and angry rants. Some are siding with Thug, saying Lil Baby should have been stronger, should have forgiven him after the apology. Others say Baby did exactly what anyone in his shoes would have done, that once Thug broke the code, all bets were off. It's a moral divide that highlights the very hypocrisy Charleston White has been preaching about for years. The so-called street code is a fantasy, a myth that collapses the second real pressure shows up. But beyond the cultural debates, the human side of this drama is heartbreaking. Thug and Baby weren't just collaborators. They were family. Thug took Baby under his wing when he was still rising, vouching for him, putting him on records, and helping him gain credibility in the rap game. Baby has often said he looked up to Thug as an older brother figure, someone who gave him the blueprint for navigating fame while staying authentic, for that bond to end in betrayal, with each of them accusing and snitching on the other, feels like the final nail in the coffin for one of Atlanta's strongest brotherhoods. Let's rewind a bit. The leaked call was a turning point. In that moment, the veil of loyalty dropped. Thug's tone in the call, the words he used, made it clear he was under pressure and scrambling to protect himself. The irony is that Thug may not have even realized the long-term damage it would cause. That's why he turned to music later to apologize, because music has always been his way of expressing emotions he can't say out loud. But while his fans may have understood the apology, Lil Baby wasn't buying it. To him, once you say something like that in a jail call, there's no going back. Trust broken is trust lost forever. So when Baby got the chance to flip things around, he didn't hesitate. This wasn't just about clearing his own name. It was about leveling the playing field. He knew that by snitching on Thug, he'd be crossing a line that would make him a target for criticism. He knew fans would call him a hypocrite. But for Baby, the weight of betrayal was heavier than the weight of public opinion. It wasn't about what the fans thought. It was about what he felt in his soul. He felt played, and payback was the only option. And now, with Young Thug arrested again, the fallout is catastrophic. The YSL empire, already fragile from the ongoing trial, now looks shattered. Lil Baby's reputation is under fire, with people questioning whether he can still rap about loyalty, realness, and the streets when he has played the very game he criticizes. And Thug, once seen as a glue that held so many Atlanta rappers together, is now isolated, betrayed by one of the men he loved most. Culturally, this is bigger than just two rappers. It's a reflection of the street mentality that has dominated hip-hop for decades. The code of silence, the idea of never snitching, the romanticized brotherhood. All of it has been collapsing under the weight of reality. When money, freedom, and survival are on the line, even the strongest bond can shatter. What happened between Thug and Baby is proof of that. It's the streets eating themselves alive. Social media reactions highlight this split perfectly. On Twitter, fans are tweeting lines like, "If Thug snitched first, Baby had every right," while others respond, "Two wrongs don't make it right. This is heartbreaking." On Instagram, fan pages are posting old pictures of Baby and Thug together, captioning them with cry emojis and lines like, "Not the brothers turning on each other." Meanwhile, YouTube is flooded with commentary videos, with some creators calling it the end of Atlanta rap as we know it. And then there's the music. Thug's apology track is being dissected line by line, with fans now realize it was more than just a song. It was a confession, a plea, and an attempt to mend a wound that was too deep to heal. Lil Baby's silence musically is just as loud. He hasn't put his side of the story in a track yet, but everyone knows when he does, it's going to be explosive. Because if there's one thing rap thrives on, it's beef, and this beef isn't just about music. It's about betrayal on the deepest level. The irony of all this is that both men are victims and villains at the same time. Thug broke Baby's trust by snitching first. Baby retaliated by snitching back. Both claimed to stand for loyalty, yet both abandoned it when the pressure was high.